American Express just nailed it with its refresh of the Gold Card. I mean that sincerely. There's absolutely no hyperbole in that statement. You see, American Express has a target audience for its products, and if you fall into that category, it just works. In my last Amex Gold video, I harped that creators who canceled this card need to get it back. And I stand by that statement, and I'm doubling down now that the new card is live. I'm gonna show you that if you're Amex's target customer, you're gonna love this card. For those new to the channel, I'm Richard Devs from R2 Travel Rewards, and I'm an avid traveler. If you're watching this, you likely are too, so go ahead and subscribe to see how I use credit cards to enable this travel habit of mine. Full transparency here, I recorded this video in Kenya, but my microphone wasn't working, and I didn't find that out until I was in my seat in business class, ready to edit the video, and no sound came out. So here we are again. However, it worked out because while I was in Kenya, I ordered a replacement gold card, and I believe this is it. Now, who wants to guess which one I ordered? The classic gold, the rose gold, or the new limited edition white gold? Let's find out together. My very first unboxing. It's classic. It's the new swanky limited edition white gold. You already knew that. It looks premium and it feels premium. There's nothing more to see here. I'm about using the card. That's all you get from the unboxing. This is my old one. Looks a little beat up. This is the new shiny one. So I got the new gold card, but what's in this envelope? Let's take a peek. All right, I might have to be a little more gentle with this one because it's thicker. All right, it's a purple box. That kind of gives it away a little bit. And it says American Express. I wonder where we're heading here. Guys, the attention to detail. Look at this, a plane. Australia, Boston, Cape Town. It's the new American Express Delta Reserve. It's not the limited edition. I'm actually kind of partial to purple cards. And why do I have this? It's because I'm going for elevated Delta status. We're gonna talk about the Delta status plans in a different video. Let's get back to gold. In this video, we're not gonna get into the multipliers nor the sign-up bonuses because all the big guns have already released videos with that type of detail. What I'm gonna do is make the case for the best food card in the game. By the way, don't get this card for travel. It does a crappy job at that. It's a food card for food lovers like me. You believe me now? Good. So let's look at the food benefits where I'll call out the ones which work for me. There's no change to the $120 Uber Cash credit earned as $10 a month. I don't bother with Uber Eats. I instead use this credit for my 2 to 4 times a year domestic Uber trips. The funny thing is, I use Uber more on my recent trip where I was visiting big cities like Nairobi and Cape Town. The unfortunate bit here is that the benefit only applies to Uber in the US. Then there's a $120 dining credit earned as $10 in statement credits at Grubhub, no. Cheesecake Factory, no. Goldbelly, no. Wine.com, no. And Five Guys, yes. Those other ones might work for you, but Five Guys is what works for me. Shake Shack wasn't conveniently located for me, but adding Five Guys is like Amex was thinking about me when they decided to make the switch. I absolutely love the next 2 credits, but please keep in mind that you must register for them. There's a $100 Resy credit earned as $50 semi-annually. If you've been watching this channel, you know that when I'm not touring Africa, I spend time between New York City and Boston. There's a plethora of Resy restaurants in both cities, which I already dine at. Let's be clear. Cafeteria in Chelsea, New York City is a vibe and you ought to check it out. If the Resy credit were instead $10 a month, I would have an issue with American Express. But $50 semi-annually is just right. My 2 Delta Platinum cards, the business and the personal, each offer a $10 a month Resy credit, which is annoying, especially when you're paying a decent amount when dining out. If you're a Delta card holder, try finding a Resy restaurant that you like, which offers gift cards so that you can save them up. However, you can rest assured that when I'm in the US, I'm gonna show up to cafeteria, but this time, I'm gonna hand them 3 credit cards to pay my bill just to prove a point, and I'll blame Amex. I'll ask the staff to charge $10 on my Delta Platinum Business, another $10 on the personal version, and then the balance on the Gold card. Trust me, I am not worried about optics at all. And finally, there's an $84 Dunkin's credit earned as $7 a month. I love this benefit, I just wish it were more. Every weekend, I take my buddy Q's out for an especially long workout at a nearby park. Oh, if you don't know, this is Q's right here. Q's, come. However, my first stop is usually Dunkin's to get me going. You know, get the body moving correctly. $7 a month is peanuts for my use case, but what I love is that I don't have to change any of my behavior to earn this credit, which makes it the perfect kind of credit. So, given what I've stated regarding all these credits, here's a sheet of what it looks like for me. Given that I'm still on the tail end of my Africa trip, here's where I expect to land regarding the effective annual fee for the Gold card for 2024 and 2025. My renewal isn't until sometime in Q1 of next year. I'm too lazy to look it up right now. That's a tomorrow task. I haven't used any of the credits on the card except 2 Uber trips. But as you can see from the table, I'll get Dunkin's credit for 5 transactions, totaling $35. Five Guys is a lock, because I already eat there a couple times a month. I'll cut back, I promise. It just happens to be conveniently located for me, but I'll cut back and try to limit to just once a month. However, I will get 5 transactions through December. Resy is a lock as well because many of the restaurants that I frequent are already Resy restaurants. So I can count on the $50 without even trying. Utilizing the credits between August and December will yield $155 in credits against a $250 annual fee, resulting in an effective annual fee of $95. Keep in mind that I would have ended up with an effective annual fee of $230 because I would have only realized a $20 Uber benefit. Then in 2025, the effective annual fee is even better, because I'll enjoy the benefits for 8 months. I expect to travel for full months fully next year as well. When I factor in the new annual fee of $325, I'm able to realize $256 in credits, resulting in an effective annual fee of $69 for this amazing card. I'm being extremely conservative with Uber, and it's likely that I might have to make another round trip to and from the airport, which would reduce the effective annual fee even further. What I love about the card is that the update just happens to benefit me. If you too live in the Northeast, this card is speaking to you more than ever. By changing nothing in my behavior whatsoever, this card got cheaper for me to own, yet the annual fee has increased. So my message to you is don't let the annual fee fool you. Run the numbers and you may be pleasantly surprised. I urge you to be conservative in your calculations and don't chase a credit which you normally wouldn't consume. I'd be interested in knowing if the card got cheaper for you as well. Would you have the nerve to pull out 3 credit cards at a Resy restaurant while directing the server to charge only $10 on 2 of those cards? If I get my hands on the 2 Delta Reserve cards at the end of this year, I will whip out 5 credit cards at a Resy restaurant. The Reserve cards offered $20 a month in Resy credits. Don't blame me, it's Amex's fault. By the way, if you want the new Amex card design, you don't need to call Amex. Just log into your Amex account, select your Gold card, select Account Services, then Card Management. Select Change Card Design, and then you're off to the races. Thank you for watching until the end. Since you've gotten this far, it only makes sense to like, share, and subscribe to this channel to help give it some visibility. As always, take care and be good to each other.